Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Memphis, the front court is Wells and Jackson. Ty Jerome out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Edey in at the center, locking down the middle. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Now, here's Duren. Wells grabs the miss. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. And it's in there. Jackson's got the opening basket of the game for the Grizzlies.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Ivy. Last game out, he had 14. Cunningham for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. Edey. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Now, here's Thompson. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Cunningham. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Harris. And there's Jackson on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Detroit has possession. 4-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
And the first one at the line is good. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Over to the wing. Pass to Wells. The 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now, here's Cunningham. Edey with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Wells. Back to Jerome. Memphis moving it around. There's Jackson with the three. Duren pulls it in. For Memphis, they come in off the loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Wells. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And we normally see Ivy shoot threes from up top, but no question he can be effective from the corner.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Cunningham. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Dallas.
And we can't skip over his role as distributor. Huge impact, making all the right reads.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Jerome against Cunningham. They get it back. Edey gets the bucket.
Well, when Edey gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defenses.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And, Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Jerome with it, guarded by Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wells. No good with the triple.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Ivy finds Duren. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Jerome. Still yet to score. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Back to you guys.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, this is the level of rim protection you get with Jaren Jackson Jr. He takes pride in being this team's defensive anchor.
Edey down low. Harris is there. Edey gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jalen Duren is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, That's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's got 6.
Gritty 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
Here's Jackson. Out left to the wing. Lets it fly. A shot by Wells. No good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Jerome drains the 19-footer. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Ivy passes to Duran. Cunningham for 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from 3-point range.
And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's LeVert in for Ivy. Here's Edey. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And his shot blocking. 4 rejections. He was causing all sorts of havoc.
Here's Robinson. Count that one. Now it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside Pippen. Jackson against Harris. Jackson misses. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Dallas. Cunningham's shot is off. Pass to Jerome. Outside for Pippen. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 3. Duran the pass to Cunningham. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pippen outside. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Duran.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. understands how to get to the line. Good at using his size to force defenders to compromise.
First free throw is good. What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Taking a look at some stats for Cade Cunningham. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 26 points a game last year. 9 assists and 6 rebounds. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
Now here's LeVert. Scoreless thus far. Here's Cunningham. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Cunningham with it. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson down low. Bucket is good. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
.143 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Pippen. Now, Jerome. Outside for Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
LeVert against Pippen. LeVert the pass to Duren. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Memphis. Jock Landale's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And Conchar subbed in for Ty Jerome. Then for the Pistons, Paul Reed's checked in for Jalen Duren. Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Howland in for Cunningham. The Grizzlies with the lead. Pass to Landale. Here's Aldama, hoping to put that miserable performance against Toronto behind him tonight. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, the big man playing big. Aldama takes the hit and completes the play.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing that stands out above their approach is their success inside. They've been very effective in that area of the floor tonight.
Here's Howland. In the corner, it's Robinson. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. .30 seconds left to play in the first. With the crossover, it's tipped.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Aldama with the ball. The Grizzlies have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Free throw good from Aldama.
Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
That one misses. Here's Howland. A big-time effort for Zach Edey, providing a lot of energy for the Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Howland, Isaiah Stewart out there with Robinson. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Quintman in at the 5 spot.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's LeVert following the score by Memphis. Pass to Clinton. And here is Robinson, guarded by Jackson. Clock at 6. Holland, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Shoots. Jackson misses. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Now here's Jackson. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Now Eldama. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Eldama's got 6 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's LeVert, still without a basket. Landale grabs the miss. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. So Stan, the Thunder were the rare young team to win it all. But championship teams usually have a lot of veterans. Why is that? I mean, how do you explain that role?
Well, look, the more you know, the more you've been through certain situations, the easier it is to react effectively in that situation. You'll see guys be ahead of a play. Why? Because they've seen that play hundreds, even thousands of times developing that young guys haven't. So experience certainly helps.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pistons second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Stewart. Jaden Ivey comes in for Holland. And it's Cunningham in for LeVert. That free throw good from Reed. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Right wing. Wells finds Jackson.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
He's off on the first.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham right side. It's stolen by Eldama. And here's the fast break. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Thompson outside. Here's Stewart. Shoots over Aldama. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 5 on the bucket from Stewart.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson outside. That's tipped.
Using that near 7-foot frame. Aldama says not today.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Pippen. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Just 4 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Detroit with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves. That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Memphis leading by 3. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Cunningham. He's got 11. Pass to Duran. Here's Robinson, covered by Wells. Here's Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Cunningham applies good pressure to the interior defense. And with his 6'6" height, Cade is a bigger guard type.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And the first one drops.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. Ja Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Back over to you guys.
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so here's Memphis, following the 3 by Detroit. There's Jackson with the 3. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. The Pistons have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
Grizzlies shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Ivey against Caldwell Pope. Jackson, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Pippen. The layup off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Pippen. Caldwell Pope finds Jackson over Thompson. And there's Jackson on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 5 assists tonight. The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. 8 feet away. The jump hook. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Memphis trailing here. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jerome, he's checked in for Memphis. And a switcher also for Detroit. Harris is checked in. Pistons on defense. Down low. Here's Wells. Back to Edey. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Another shot. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Again, it's Jackson Jr. His combination of size and shooting can be deadly.
Now, here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. Here's Ivy. It's sent back by Edey. Connects from 3-point range. Harris has got 5 now.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 16. Pistons have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Thompson, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Cunningham against Jerome. Out to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Oh, that's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Ivy with the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Wells. He's covered by Thompson. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wells. 5 to shoot. And good that time. Jerome's got his second basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:07 left to play here in the half. Cunningham against Jerome. Cunningham left side. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
And so it's Memphis with it, trailing here by 8. Jerome finds Edey. Pass to Wells. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Ivy defending. There's the 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Got a piece of it. And here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. Pass to Duren. Here's Ivy. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Grizzlies.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Detroit leading by 8. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Zach Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. For 3, Harris nailed from three-point land. Harris has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pistons. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Free throw good. Edey.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
To the inside, Wells passes to Jerome, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In third, the Grizzlies.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Here's Jerome. Wells.
Outstanding defense by Thompson. His teammates appreciate how much he hustles on that end.
Caldwell Pope against Ivy. Count that one. Ivy's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Detroit. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Pistons. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line.
And a nice contest there by Cunningham, using his size and reach to great effect.
To the left wing, Duran finds Thompson. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Wells. And another miss by Memphis.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Pistons leading by 12. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Thompson, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Cunningham for three. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Jerome with it, picked up by Thompson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harris outside. Ivy on the wing. Here's the lob for Harris. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Wells sets the pick for Jerome. Back to Wells. Clock at 4. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's blocked.
This is the type of defender Duran is capable of being. Terrific activity and positioning, coming up with the rejection.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Ivy no good on that one. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his third season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Detroit leading by 12. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
And it's denied.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duran. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Stolen by Jackson. Pushing it up. Jerome passes to Jackson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Harris.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Duran. Just 5 on the clock. Looking for Edey. He gets it there. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
Well, quick feet get Caldwell Pope straight to his bucket.
Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham outside. Ivy passes to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And Jerome has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jerome, a screen on Ivy. Back to Jerome. He can't get it to go.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the floor. Edey with a screen for Jerome. Pass to Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Detroit's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Cunningham looking it over.
Yeah, the defender's a little bit out of position, but that's what Cunningham will do to you. He works every angle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Well, when Edey gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of him. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
Cunningham with it. 19 points in the game. Pass to Harris. Over Jackson. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. That shot no good. Pistons leading by 12. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Karis LeVert's checked in for Cade Cunningham. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Pass to Edey. And here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Wells. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jerome. Great D that time from LeVert.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Harris. Shoots over Aldama. Harris's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Now Edey, guarded by Harris. And Aldama has it in the corner. And again, Memphis no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to LeVert. Now here's Ivey. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
The Pistons have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Well, a top 5 pick back in 2022, Jaden Ivey's athleticism sticks out in a league of athletes. He is that explosive.
Here's Edey. 15 points in the game. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Edey finds well. A three-pointer, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
During the pass to Ivey. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot by Wells, no good.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And Duren slams it in.
Well, Duren is a strong big man, and you see that muscle on display with finishes like these.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Jock Landale's checked in for Edey. Free throw, no good for Duren.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. They set the screen. Pass to Aldama. Can they get it? Detroit with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Thompson the bounce pass. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Aldama. Kept alive. Duren. Ivey, no one around him. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ivey's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Robinson's checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Ivey. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Now here's Pippen. To the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Pistons leading by 22. You know, Coach, how would you describe Scottie Pippen Jr.?
I think Scottie Pippen Jr. is one of the most underrated players in the league. This guy is a very good starting level NBA point guard who can get to the paint, create shots for himself and others, and he's as good defensively guarding the ball as just about anybody in the league.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's LeVert. He's defended by Landale. LeVert the pass to Robinson. Out to Harris. The tray. Another three for Detroit.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Landale. Here's Aldama. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. It's deflected. And Duren is right there. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Perfect timing by Duren, making sure he finishes strong.
There's the pick. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man. A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Jock Landale. And it's Jackson in for Ty Jerome. And both free throws. Good for Aldama. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. LeVert kicks to Harris. Lets the three fly. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. To the right side. Here's Aldama. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Holland the pass to Harris. Now here's LeVert. Defended by Pippen. LeVert against Pippen. He gets it in there. LeVert's got his first basket of the night. 5 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Harris. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for Detroit. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Isaiah Stewart out there with Reed. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Robinson. And it's LeVert in at the 2. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Pippen missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Robinson. And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact to battle for his shot inside.
And he makes the first. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Fast break, Memphis. Jackson down low, guarded by Stewart. This one for 3, and Jackson gets it to go.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Stewart. The Pistons working the ball around now. Bounce pass, Robinson. Reed a screen. Cunningham passes to Reed. And here's Pippen. Outside Jackson. Back to Pippen. Here's Aldama. Just 3 to shoot. Takes it inside. And that one, good.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Detroit leading by 23. Cunningham right side. Over Pippen. The rebound by Pippen. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. It's blocked.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
The Grizzlies shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Aldama. Off target with his 3. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now, here is Reed. Pass to Robinson. Drills it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
LeVert in the corner. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Stewart. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
Showing the physicality there. Stewart going right at him inside. He does not back down.
Now Pippen. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Now here's Cunningham following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Back to Cunningham. And Pippen pulls it down. Pippen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he makes that one. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight. but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
So it's the Pistons now. Cunningham outside. It's Reed, high post. It's stolen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Jerome against LeVert. Jerome with the screen for Caldwell Pope. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Jerome. Back to Edey. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And again, Memphis no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Klintman. No good on the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
LeVert against Jerome. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. A nice shot by LeVert.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, Jackson lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jackson's got 22.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
And here's LeVert following the 3-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. LeVert finds Stewart. Back to LeVert. And here's Stewart. Right side Robinson fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Robinson in the mix, coming right back.
Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Klintman. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. LeVert kicks to Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stewart misses.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Well, Caldwell Pope is one of those guys who just loves to come after you.
Detroit dictating the flow. Now here's LeVert. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Detroit making a switch here. Sasser's checked in. Here's Holland. 4 on the clock. No good on the quick 3.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to Jackson. The 3. Rebound, Detroit. LeVert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. It's time now to present our player of the game, Jaden Ivey.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Stewart with the screen on Jerome. Sasser, the bounce pass. Robinson for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. Down low. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Here's Sasser. The Grizzlies making the shot. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And with solid size at his position, LeVert's able to make shots over the tight defense.
Jackson finds Jerome. Now here's Wells. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Edey's got 9 points here in the second half.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
Pass to Stewart. It's LeVert on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. A 3-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Detroit.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Here's Sasser after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Robinson. Stewart, a screen for Robinson. And the 3 misses. Caldwell Pope outside. Lets loose a 3. That's off. Here's Holland, guarded by Jerome. 34 seconds left in the game. The 10-foot jumper hits.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Now Jackson. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch! Stewart. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaden Ivey.